Okay, another response to BigLundi. Probably wouldn't have done this one except for the fact that he said I shouldn't make any more videos because I pwn myself and I look like a buffoon, as if he's one to talk. So he gave a little recap of what was going on. Of course, he didn't mention the fact that this all started with Inmendum's appearance on the Magic Sandwich Show, which BigLundi responded to. And basically the conversation between Inmendum and BigLundi went like this. Inmendum would introduce himself and say, "Hi, I'm Grumpy." BigLundi comes up and says, "Hi, Dopey, I'm happy." And Inmendum would say, "Look, asshole, my name's Grumpy." And BigLundi would say, "Whatever you say, Dopey," and so on. So, and basically our conversation went the same way. He claims he's not calling us Dopey, but that's basically what he's doing, even though we're grumpy. So yeah, in his latest video, he said that I was cherry picking his Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, and that you can't cherry pick, you just can't do it. But in fact, he was cherry picking all along when he claimed that the antinatalist position was based on hedonism. He would cherry pick one part of hedonism, and where antinatalism and hedonism overlapped, he would say, "Oh, therefore antinatalists are basing their opinion on hedonism." Same thing with consequentialism. He would notice that the antinatalist would point to the consequences of actions and say, "Oh, well, they're a consequentialist," even though we're not. So yeah, he's basically he points the finger at me saying I'm cherry picking when that's what he was doing all along. His argument rested on the fact that he's a virtue ethicist, and without actually saying it, he was implying that the antinatalist can't be a virtue ethicist because we're dopey. So yeah, and then the virtue ethics thing, I kept going back to his Stanford site, cherry picking as he claims, and I found out that yeah, the virtuous person acts as they do because in certain cases they'll be acting that way because it will prevent suffering, and he didn't like that because there was other things that a virtuous person could do, which doesn't. In fact, the matter is, a virtuous person, that preventing suffering is apparently, to his sight, a virtue, but apparently that's not the only thing to consider, or whatever. So yeah, basically the virtue ethics page of the Stanford site was saying that the virtuous person does take consequences into consideration. So I guess the virtue ethicist is also a consequentialist. I don't know. But basically, yeah, he's going to pick his personal preferred virtue of what the hell was it? Perseverance. Yeah. So that's the one he prefers, and he's going to sacrifice the virtue of preventing suffering so that we can keep on persevering. So I mean, that's his opinion, right? And antinatalists are the opinion, no, preventing suffering is more important than persevering. And that was his big thing in the first video, is that we were that's our personal opinion. So basically, virtue ethics boils down to personal opinion, as far as I'm concerned. Also did some more digging, some cherry picking, and the Stanford site talks about antinatalism and Benatar, and they actually give antinatalism and Benatar a fair shake. They don't say it's ridiculous or it's a joke or any other crap he said. So, yeah, BigLundi, you're full of shit. Yeah, I'm not going to make any more videos, but it's going to be on my terms. Fuck you.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot.
So, there you have it. My last video, unless you can come up with something sufficient for me to respond to. Later.